So in my past videos, I've often talked about how the other side will ask us to step up to the plate and meet them halfway so that they can step up to the plate and meet us halfway and do their part to help us. And this also pertains to leaps of faith, which is why I thought it was important to make this video talking about the benefits of taking leaps of faith. Because when we're presented with them, they're often met with fear, trepidation, annoyance, etc. And I really want you guys to try to look at these leaps of faith as precious opportunities versus annoyances. Now, the first benefit of taking a leap of faith is you are actually strengthening your divine connection. You are saying, hey God, I love you, I trust you, and I know that I'm going to be okay. So I'm going to take this leap of faith knowing that I'm going to be fine and you're going to catch me and I'm going to land safely in the palm of your hand, right? So in showing that blind faith and trust in yourself, the divine, you are actually strengthening your divine connection in the process. So just know that. Another thing you are strengthening, your intuition, right? Because maybe you are getting an intuitive download that is telling you to take this leap of faith, right? Maybe you just keep getting these recurring messages from the other side. God, I just keep getting all these nudges. I just keep hearing this voice talking to me and telling me to do this. I keep getting these feelings and sensations. I keep getting these images popping into my head. Well, chances are that's the other side speaking to you through your intuition. So if you actually follow your intuition, you end up strengthening it, right? Because you're showing that faith and trust in your intuition, and by relying on it, you are actually strengthening it in the process. So just know that as well. Another thing you are doing when you take a leap of faith is you are actually communicating. You know how they say actions speak louder than words? Well, it's totally true. Actions speak louder than words, and leaps of faith often ask us to make bold moves. So you are basically showing the world what you're made of, and you are learning a great deal about yourself in the process because you are being stretched and challenged as a soul. You're firing on all cylinders. So you're basically going to surprise yourself with your strength, your courage, your boldness, your assertiveness. You know, you're going to shock yourself because you're given this opportunity to step up to the plate. And when you do, you're just like, whoa, I can't believe I did that. Holy crap, I can't believe I did that. Right? So you are pushing yourself, you're stepping up to the plate, you're taking the leap of faith, and you're really learning what you're made of in the process. Now, the other side of that is the world is learning what you're made of in the process, right? You're showing people who you are and what qualities you have via your actions, right? So you're communicating with others through your actions as opposed to words, and you're showing them your qualities, your strengths, right? And you are also showing the divine who you are, because suppose the divine asked you to take this leap of faith. You are showing him who you are, right? In the process. So this is actually a very, very big deal. Leaps of faith, you really learn about yourself and the world learns about you as well. And what you're willing to do, basically. Now, along those same lines, I want to talk about the importance of free will, because free will is something that is very, very respected by the other side. It is preserved, which is why I want you to take a really close look at what is driving your free will decision to take this leap of faith in the first place. This is very, very important, okay? It's important that you are aligned with the truth and the light when you take this leap of faith. So I want you to take out that magnifying glass and really take a closer look at what's driving your free will decision to take this leap of faith. Is it love? Is it love for self, love for others, compassion? Is it wanting to help humanity? Is it faith, trust, care, concern, whatever, What is driving this free will decision to take this leap of faith? Because it's going to be really important that you're aligned with self-love, love for others, the truth, and the light. Because then you know you will be holding the hand of the divine. Okay? So make sure your intentions are pure. I'm going to use myself as an example here. I quit my marketing job and pursued a career to be a professional psychic medium. So I was actually demonstrating self-love in the process because I was honoring my God-given gifts and talents and saying, this is what I have to share the world. So I share with the world. So I need to love myself enough to actually shine authentic light and share it. And then it's also love for humanity, because it's me deciding, okay, I really am going to share these gifts with humanity. I want to use my gifts to help people, right? And make a difference in this world. Okay. So it's my life purpose. It's my truth. So when I did make that decision, it was clean. Okay. I was aligning myself with the truth and the light. It was clean. Love for self, love for others, wanting to help humanity, etc. Right? But the dark doesn't want me to do that. The dark wants me to stay in marketing. The dark doesn't want me to go be a professional psychic medium and speak for the light. So what is the dark going to do? It's going to try to sabotage me through negative thought processes, fear, sadness, ego. Oh, Christine, you're going to starve. You're not going to make any money. Oh, Christine, you're going to fail. Oh, you're going to embarrass yourself in front of everyone. All your friends and family are going to think you've gone insane, right? So they're going to come at me through my ego. Well, the dark is going to try to sabotage your leap of faith. It's going to try to keep you from doing that, right? Because the dark doesn't want you strengthening your divine connection or your intuition or any of that. So just be aware that the dark will try to sabotage you, and overcoming the dark and taking that leap of faith anyway is another thing that strengthens your soul, right? You grow and evolve and strengthen as a soul by overcoming that fear and sadness, ego, etc., right? So yeah, unfortunately, the dark does try to go after you when you take a leap of faith. And then another thing that I wanted to talk about with regards to the dark is the other side of the coin. Is I want you guys to be very weary of taking a leap of faith that is basically based on the dark. It's from the dark. What is driving your free will decision to take that leap of faith? I just finished talking about the light. What if it's the dark? What if you take a leap of faith out of anger, greed, selfishness, self-interest, money, hate, anxiety, depression, fear? I want you to be very, very careful here, because if what's driving your leap of faith is coming from the dark, you got a problem, because you have impure intentions driving this leap of faith. You got a problem. You're not aligned with the truth and the light. So be very, very careful here. If you want to take a leap of faith because you're like pissed off or whatever, I would definitely take a closer look at what I was doing, and I would slow down and back away from that decision and be very, very careful. Okay. Another thing the other side is asking you guys to do is relax and trust. Because if your intentions are pure and you are aligned with the truth and the light and love for self and love for others, you will be holding the hand of the divine. So he's asking you to trust yourself, trust him, and stay positive, because optimism manifests. So while you are having this blind faith and trust and you are being challenged as a soul, try to stay positive. It's going to be really important for you at this pivotal time to stay positive. Your optimism manifests and you're creating your own reality. So you are emotionally responding to your thoughts, which is why it's going to be really important for you to push away that little dark storm cloud that's going to try to sabotage you and say, no, I know I'm going to be okay. I trust the divine. I trust myself. I trust my intuition. Everything's going to be fine. And I know that. I have nothing to be afraid of. And it's really true. There's nothing to fear but fear itself. Just so you know, it really is true. There's nothing to fear but fear itself. Chase that fear away. Do not own it. It's not part of you. It's just the dark trying to sabotage you. So just know that. So that's really all I wanted to share with you guys. Leaps of faith are really hard, but they do have benefits. But I just wanted you guys to take a closer look at what's motivating that decision and what's driving it, just to make sure you guys are aligned with the truth and the light in the process. But again, the next time you are presented with a leap of faith, I encourage you to kind of sit with it, digest it, and take a closer look at it and try to view it as a precious opportunity versus an annoyance. And in the meantime, take care and be well. Thank you.